Hello everyone, welcome back to another new update video on Sherry Aweber's story, the light novel series I'm currently working on. For this update video, we'll be talking about various different things like the trademarking for Sherry Aweber's story, the OST pieces being re-uploaded, and there's a new thing in the works. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing is the trademarking for Sherry Aweber's story. I've done this now roughly a few weeks ago, and I'm still waiting to hear back on how it's going, but I'm pretty sure it went through. I just don't know why it's taking so long to verify it, unless they just have a lot of trademark stuff to look after. So yeah, we're just gonna have to be patient with that. But I did get a receipt basically I think it was 2 or 3 days after I did it, so I think we've basically got it. I'm waiting until the moment we can actually get the title, for example the channel title, and put a little TM beside that. That's gonna be funny to see, honestly. But yeah, on to the next thing, which is about volume 16. So right now, before I actually was going to record another version of this update ages ago, but now that I'm re-recording it, I've actually started editing volume 16 again, when last time I actually said I wasn't. Now, I'm still not done editing volume 16, or writing it should I say, but I'm getting closer. With every extra word I add to volume 16, I get closer to the end of volume 16. But yeah, no, I'm a few chapters off now from actually finishing my writing of volume 16. And then who knows, maybe I'll move on to volume 17 afterwards. Now, this is a thing I thought I'd include in the update video itself, because I didn't really mention it many places, I don't think. I think I made one post on the actual Sherry Aweber story YouTube channel you're watching this on right now, if you go to the community section, because yes, sometimes I do actually use the post system, but mainly for Sherry Aweber story stuff. But anyway, the OST pieces, I recently took down a lot of the old ones and re-uploaded some newer, fresher looking ones, just because I was you know what, the visuals are kind of outdated, and now there's this kind of consistent theme of you know, the way the channel looks now. If you look at this thumbnail, it looks similar to the last thumbnail. I'd assume so anyway. With the pink border, and you have the little pink box where the text is in it, and then obviously you have the background that was done by the book artist, name on screen. And it's just such good art that I have to use that art now for every single video, you know? It's just like the Sherry Aweber story logo. Even though we have Volume 1's logo for Sherry Aweber story, I still like using the old one just for the channel and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, just to let you know, the OST pieces have been, I think at this point, actually re-uploaded. So it does depend when this video goes out, because I don't even know if I'm going to have time to edit this today. It's a Sunday and I have work tomorrow, so who knows. The next thing I want to say, and this is probably the biggest thing in this update, is that a new thing is in the works. And this thing in particular will take over a month to make. So I ordered it on the 17th of April, and it's 23rd today, and it's meant to be coming on the 17th of May. So that just gives you an idea of how big this next thing for Sherry Aweber's story is. Now, I will disclaim, this isn't a volume 1 reveal date or anything like that. It's not even going to be the volume 1 free preview that I'm going to talk about after this point. It's actually just something else that's like a concept, but very, very different. And when it releases, or when I get it, I might actually have to still do a bit more work on it. So it might even take longer than a month just to get this particular piece to you. It's just yeah. I'm kind of excited for it. I don't know. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens and what the commissioned artist is going to do with this. And again, it isn't a whatchamacallit, it isn't a art piece. This is completely different than an art piece, but it may be a thing that may need art as well. So yeah. And now for the final point that I just mentioned there briefly, volume 1 free preview. Now I've been on and off about the thought of maybe uploading a free preview of volume 1, so that would include you know, the basically this first few chapters of Sherry Aweber's story, including the bits beforehand. And honestly, it might be a cool idea, you know, just to let everyone just have a read of the story and see you know, is there anything I need to change even in the beginning parts of Sherry Aweber's story that isn't up to scratch with what people consider to be a good story. And I will say now, I'm not actually the big biggest fan of criticism when it comes to what I do, but I will try to take it on board because like it's not even that like I'm gonna be like a douche about it. It's just I just don't like it. It just makes me feel bad when I do all this work and then somebody starts commenting on it. But I do understand though that like it is required for me to actually like make this like, you know, light novel series better, like if I were to get actual criticism and critique on my work. So yeah, hopefully if I do release it at some point, I'll let you all know. But then at that point, I'm debating like whether I need like a little ad for it, because like, you know, just dropping it out of nowhere doesn't really like make any sense to me, you know? But anyway, that's just something that should be just kept in the back of your minds and along with my mind as well, until I decide if I'm going to do it or not. And I still need to do the actual contents page anyway, but I'm currently like kind of making it by myself, and we could just make the excuse of like it's a, you know, it's a concept kind of piece. But I kind of want to try to release this like preview of volume 1 in its best condition as much as possible, so we'll just have to see where that goes. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this update video. Obviously, if you want to see more updates in Sherry Aweber's story, make sure to subscribe to the channel and comment on some of your thoughts on what you thought about, well, this series as a whole and what you'd like to see next on this channel. I have also considered actually getting, you know, for example, like custom printed t-shirts and just wearing them for a video just to see what it would be like to have, like, for example, the logo of Sherry Aweber's story on my chest. Just, you know, as a little fun experiment, and even just anything else like that, you know, just something that's outside the realm of character profiles and update videos and all that. Just something that's different but also relates to the series. I'd love to look into trying doing that as well. But anyway, thank you again so much for watching this update video, and I hope to see you next time.